Guys, guess what? We got in a little bit of trouble not too long ago. So I got pulled over in the AMG GTS. And yeah, let me explain real quick. So I noticed this cop was kind of following me for like a good 1 to 2 miles. It was like kind of crazy. And I knew he was gonna pull me over because he was following me for so long and he was probably running the plate and stuff. Next thing you know, he lit me up. I pulled over and in my head I was thinking, what could I possibly be getting pulled over for? Like, I wasn't speeding. Window tint is just above the legal limit, so I'm not gonna get pulled over for my tint. But then something came across my mind, and it was because I had no plate in the front. So the cop pulls me over, he steps out, and then the first thing he says, it wasn't to ask me for my license or my registration or my insurance. He says, "What kind of Mercedes is this?" In my head, I was like, maybe this cop is just a car guy. So I told him, it's an AMG GTS, and he was like, wow.
This is a badass car.
And I was like, oh, thank you. But anyway, he was like, I'm assuming you know why I pulled you over. And I was like, I actually don't know. Like, I wasn't speeding. My tint is good. And then he proceeds to say, you are driving illegally. Do you know that? And I was like, what? Why, how am I driving illegally? Like, my license isn't suspended. I don't have that many points. And he was like, you don't have a front license plate and that is a moving violation. And I was like, oh yeah, I actually don't have a front license plate, you're right. And then I proceeded to tell him, officer, if your car was worth 6 figures, would you want to drill holes into it? And he was like, no, I suppose I wouldn't, but I would still find a way to put a license plate on. And I was like, you're right. I do have an appointment to have the front license plate customly mounted onto the front of the car without drilling holes into it. And then he said, so why haven't you done it already? I told the cop that the shop would take me in as soon as possible. I'm just waiting for the guy. I know the guy that owns the shop, so I'm just waiting. Then he was like, okay, that's understandable. Can I see your license? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I pull up my license, I give it to him. And then he looks at it for like a good 5 seconds. And then he takes a step back, or a couple steps back, and then he talks on his walkie-talkie or whatever. And then he comes back to me and says, here's your license. I actually have another call I have to go to, but try to get that license plate put back on as soon as you can. And I was like, yeah, will do. And then he just drove off. Maybe he just wanted to see if I wasn't a criminal or something, or if I would actually pull over, because a lot of people think that just because you own nice cars, you're a drug dealer or you're a criminal. But anyway, enough of the license plate stuff. We have the custom file from Eurocharged finally finished, and that's exactly what we're going to be testing out in today's video. Woo, it sounds amazing. I don't know how Eurocharged did it, but even with the tune, they were able to keep the pops on revs, which is freaking awesome because I just love when the car pops on revs. All right, let's switch over to the GoPro. Round 1. Oh my Lord. We're gonna do that again. Round 2. Oh my God. Holy shit. That is scary how fast you go. Oh my God, I'm gonna do a quick POV for you guys. Oh my God. So that time we just got 3.8 and I'm surprised I was able to put that power down because I did order wider meats so that way we can do better 0 to 60s. So the best time we could get today was 3.8 seconds. I did order some wider meats because we need to be able to put that power down. And yeah, that's pretty good for pushing over 625 horsepower now. My next video is going to be a comparison between this Eurocharged file and another file from a different company, so stay tuned for that.